Hey everyone, and welcome to another mod review. This mod is really awesome. I just found it today. I've never seen it before. It's brand new to me, and it is called the Craftable Animals mod, and I have it installed for 1.7.10, and you need Forge to install it. But let's see what you can do with this mod. So it's not only crafting mobs, which obviously you can do all sorts of things. So to start out, you will need a Craftable Animals guidebook. Now in this book you can read all about the mod. Everything that you can do is in this book. So it's really useful. So what you have to do is you have to actually kill the pig with the book in your hand. So I will go ahead and punch this poor little piggy, I'm sorry, with the book, and you see how it turned into the Craftable Animals guidebook. So that's how you do it. Now that you have the book, you'll be able to read about everything that you can do in the mod. So you can craft basically any mob in the game, including the Wither and the Ender Dragon, which is really cool. Here I have a huge slime, a blaze, a bat, all the different kinds of colored horses, all the different kinds of villagers, and all the colored sheeps, even charged creepers. So if we look inside the book, over here on crafting animals is all the crafting recipes that we need. You have all of them. So here I have a pig. I actually have some in my inventory, and all you do is you right click where you want the animal to go. So that's the first step. Now next thing is baby animals. You can craft baby animals. All you do is you take an animal and you place a block of dirt next to it like this, and you get two baby pigs. So we can put one down over here and you get little baby pigs. Now as you see, it has like a little red cross here, which indicates that it is in fact a baby animal. And yeah, so let's put these guys back in here. Now next up we have armoring mobs. So you can actually put armor on mobs, and you're supposed to be able to use this animal armorer. I have not been able to get this thing to work myself, but if we grab a sheep here, this is the way that you craft the armorer. Now you're supposed to be able to click with this on an animal and put the armor in these slots, but that does not seem to work. What does work, however, is if you shift and right click with armor, you can put it on the mob. Now not every mob can wear all sorts of armor, so you just have to try out and see which ones work. But this sheep is wearing a diamond hat and diamond boots. And next up we have shrinking animals. Now you can craft a minimizer. So you have to use these different mobs to do it. So 3 pigs, 2 sheep, and a cow in a formation like this in your crafting table, and you get a minimizer. Now what this does is if you, let's see, if you right click on an animal, see, nothing happened. We left click on it, it turns into a baby. Hello baby. And right click on it again and it's an adult, and left click and it's a baby. Now you can, I don't think that you can do this with hostile mobs, but with any mob that can turn into a baby in vanilla Minecraft, you can definitely do it. So that's really cool. Let's turn you back into a baby because you're so cute. Yes, you're cute. Okay, so that is the shrinking minimizer. Next up we have the animal soul. Now to craft this you need an Eye of Ender and a diamond, and you get an empty animal soul. And what you can do with this is you can right click on an animal and it pops into the animal soul. Now let's get rid of some of this stuff here so that we can see. And then you can just pop it back. So now we have a pig again. So that is really cool. That makes it a lot easier to transport your animals or other mobs. Next up we have the display case. Now this is something that's really cool. This is how you craft it. You put glass all around like this in your crafting table, and then you put any mob inside in the middle, and you get this animal display case. And what you can do with that is you put it down and you put any mob inside, so it doesn't matter which animal you use to craft the thing in the first place. You can still choose any mob that you would like, and then you can turn it on or off. And if you go into the settings, you can change the scale, you can change the rotation, so you want it to rotate left or to the right. You can offset it on the X, on the Z, and on the Y. So we can have a super big charged creeper rotating up here, which is really cool. We also have a cat here, and I can turn this one on, make it a little bit bigger, and make it rotate. And the same thing goes for any other mob that you would want to use. So there we go. Now something else that is really cool, which I don't remember if I showed you or not, but in the beginning of this video I had a mob on my head, and this is something that you can do really easily. All you need to do is put it where you normally would put your helmet. So right now I have a pig on my head. I can remove that and put a blaze on my head. Very fashionable, I would say. So I can basically use anything that I would want. It's very cute. Chicken. Okay, so next up, what do we have next? We have spawners. Now to create a spawner, you just put iron bars like so in your crafting table, and you get an empty spawner. Now this is really cool, but you have to be careful. I haven't tested all of the different mobs in a spawner. I did test a horse and it crashed my game, and I couldn't even open the world afterwards. So you have to be careful. I'm not going to put a horse in there. I think it might have to do with all the different colors you can get on horses. So I'm not going to test it with the colored sheep either. However, you can do that, but mind that you need to do that in a world that you have either backed up or just a test world. You can, however, just hold an animal in your hand and right click, and you now have an animal spawner. Now I think pigs might need light to spawn. I have tested it and they do spawn, so it should not be a problem. Let's get a zombie in here. Yeah, and they spawn. So that's really cool. Now next up, is the animal bow. To craft an animal bow, you just use a regular bow and any animal. And then what you have to do is you get the animal bow. You have to have an arrow in your inventory. If you're in creative, you don't need to. And then you just need to have whatever animal you want to shoot in your inventory as well. Now I have a lot of different animals. I don't actually know which one it is going to shoot, but it will shoot an arrow, and where the arrow lands, that mob is going to end up. So let's get these out of my inventory, and let's see if we can get, let's see if we can get these big slimes to spawn. So that's really awesome. Okay, so that's the animal bow. Now this thing as well, I don't really know what you would use this for, but these are the ender crystals that you can find in the end, which heals the ender dragon. You can create this by using 4 obsidian, 2 eyes of ender, 2 glass, and a flint and steel. And then you can place these down, and if you're holding one of these in your hand, you can also destroy them without them blowing up, which is kind of cool. All you do is click on them and then they just go boop and go away. See, if I clicked it with my hand, it would blow up. So there you go. Now, one last thing that I almost forgot is the jockeys. Now, if you create a spider, so let's get a not a cave spider, a regular spider, you can create any of these jockeys. So you have the cave spider zombie villager jockey, cave spider creeper jockey, cave spider zombie pigman jockey, cave spider zombie jockey, and cave spider jockey. Now you can also do it with the regular spiders, and I will show you how. So we will grab a zombie villager here, and you just place the spider here and the other mob there, and you get a jockey, which you then can place down and kill, because we don't really want these horrible things around our world. Now we have tons of mobs here because I destroyed the half slabs. That's amazing. Okay, well, I think that this is a really cool mod. There's so many things that you can do, and I just think it's awesome. So thank you so much for watching. I will put a link in the description so you can get this mod for yourself, and I will see you next time. Bye.